Hey guys, in 1977, Camel released their fifth studio album, Rain Dances. Having released a string of four excellent albums before, how is Rain Dances and does it stand up to their prior releases? Come back and let's find out. Rain Dances is the fifth studio album by the English progressive rock group Camel. It was released in 1977 and brought a major change in the band's lineup by replacing bassist Doug Ferguson with ex-Caravan member Richard Sinclair and adding saxophonist Mel Collins, formerly of King Crimson. Expectations for this album must have been very high back in the day. The band had established themselves as major players in the prog scene. Having released a string of four excellent albums, gathered a strong fan base and attracted critical acclaim. Another factor that comes in play was this album marked the first in an upcoming series of changes in personnel. Doug Ferguson, having decided to leave the band due to musical differences, mainly with drummer Andy Ward, who wanted the band to take a more jazzier approach. Ferguson was replaced by Caravan bassist singer Richard Sinclair. Also, this would be the first of two albums in which wind instrument player extraordinaire Mel Collins, previously of King Crimson, among others, would appear. A match made in heaven, a good band made even better, or so everyone thought. For even though Rain Dances is an excellent album, it would mark the beginning of a low point in Camel's career. The album opens with one of my favorite Camel instrumentals, First Light. A superb song, very well written, with amazing melodies from Collins on sax and Latimer on guitar. Barden's keyboard parts are very atmospheric, reminiscent of Pink Floyd, and during the middle section, for some reason, also reminiscent of Kraftwerk. Ward's drumming is tasteful as ever, precise, and is filled with subtleties and originality. Following First Light, we have a song called Metronome. This would be the first song in which Sinclair would sing, as Latimer would do back vocal parts, beautifully interwoven with Sinclair's bass line. But the song gets really interesting in the second part, just like song within a song from Moon Madness. Then there is the great instrumental moment showcasing an amazing melodic interplay between Latimer and Collins, and an equally glorious bass part in the second half of this instrumental moment. With these two songs, Sinclair's selection as a replacement to Ferguson is justified. Not only does his bass playing style suit Camel very well, his voice brings even more to the band, as vocals have always been the weakest link, in my opinion, up to this point in Camel's career. Then comes the beautiful ballad Tell Me, a hauntingly melancholy drumless song in which Barden shines, particularly for the atmosphere he created. Reminds me a bit of what Gary Wright and Spooky Tooth would be up to at some points. The definite highlight of this song is the fretless bass that Andrew Latimer plays. It is nothing short but soul-soothing. Following Tell Me, we have the song called Highways of the Sun. This should have been a big hit single for the group. Even though I do find it a little bit repetitive and a little bit on the simple side, it is still a great song to boot. Now, if we flipped over the record, we would have a song called The Uneven Song. It has always sounded like Supertramp to me, especially the keyboard work. It is a wonderfully constructed song, brilliantly executed with a very beautiful instrumental ending. But overall, I do find it a little underwhelming. Following Uneven Song, we have a song called One of These Days I'll Get an Early Night. I'll be honest with you, this isn't my favorite song on the album. It is well played and has some great jazz flavors to it, but I do find this more underwhelming than the previous song. Next is a song called Elka. Elka is a hypnotic number I really love. Brian Eno collaborated on this one, so you can imagine it has an atmosphere all of its own. The keyboards are the highlight here, and this is a personal favorite of the album and definitely in the top 3 of my favorite Camel songs. The album closes off with two instrumentals, of which Skylines is the first. A very jazzy number with an incredible bass line throughout, as well as good playing from everybody else. And finally, the last song on the album, the title track, Rain Dances. Rain Dances is a short instrumental that uses a theme from the opening song First Light, but exploited differently. It ends the album on a good note, and even with the few weak tracks on the album, it makes you want to play it all over again. The replay on this album is very good. Actually, it's excellent. Rain Dances is an excellent album, and would be an excellent addition to anybody's prog rock collection, but not essential. As a final rating, I'm going to give Camel's Rain Dances 80%. Thanks for your time, guys. I hope you'd enjoy my ramblings on Camel. Welcome back, guys. I'm going to show off my original 77 Canadian release of the album. Of course, this is the front cover. It's such an interesting cover. It's one of my favorite LP covers of all time. There's the back of it. Picture of the guys. There's the inner sleeve. And on the back, of course, we have songwriting credits. And I'll quickly show you the labels of the LP on Janus Records. Kind of a different, kind of a neat label. Anyways, thanks for your time, guys. Just keep safe, keep each other safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.